Bell.
Mr. Speaker, Sir, we are fortunate to live in a country which is working in every sense of that word, a transparent, uncorrupt, growing and developing economy. Last year, New Zealand's economy grew by 3.8% in the year to March, making us one of the 5 fastest growing economies in the developed world. Growth is forecast to reach a stunning 4% this year. Average wages have increased by $3,000 in the past 2 years, and they are on track to grow another $7,000 to $62,300 in 2018. And an extra 84,000 new jobs created last year in the year to March, with forecasts of another 172,000 jobs to be created over the next 4 years. This government is working for New Zealand, and New Zealanders are working hard themselves to build a better life for their families. Sir, as this would likely be the last opportunity I will have to speak in the House prior to the general election, there are a few special messages I'd like to pass on. I'd like to congratulate all retiring members who are about to give their valedictories this afternoon, and in particular the Honourable Tony Ryle, who has been the finest Minister of Health in my lifetime. I would like to wish Mr. Vic Reid, an absolute stalwart of our society who has introduced and led the Cooking for One course for older widowers, among his many other charitable needs and community interests, a very happy 90th birthday. And I would like to farewell the outgoing British High Commissioner, Her Excellency Vicky Trudell, who finishes her term tomorrow as Her Britannic Majesty's representative in Wellington. Since taking up her commission, Vicky has been an approachable, energetic and modern champion for the relationship between the United Kingdom and New Zealand, our oldest relationship with another state. I'd like to acknowledge Daryl Stevens, Aaron Harpe and all the team from Commonwealth Youth New Zealand who organised this week's student choggum here at Parliament. It was fantastic to see so many bright young people, the future leaders of our country, come from all over New Zealand to take part in that conference and learn more about the world around them. Mr. Speaker, we live in an age where bloody and intractable conflict in Iraq, Syria, Gaza, the Ukraine, Nigeria, Pakistan and elsewhere is claiming innocent lives, wrecking economies, consuming vast resource and destroying ancient cultures and civilisations. Internal unrest and persecution, such as that of the Baha'i faith in Iran, which this House was yesterday petitioned to condemn, is also tragically common. It is of the utmost importance that the next generation continues to work for peace and challenge injustice and persecution, and so, as the Glasgow Commonwealth Games play out on our TV screens, I applaud the work of the Commonwealth and Student Choggum in maintaining the values of democracy and development which we all hold dear. Mr. Speaker, this country is moving in the right direction. We have a Prime Minister in John Key who is relentlessly optimistic, tirelessly positive and unstintingly hard-working for our nation and its people. Here in Wellington, Team Key is working hard and delivering on our promises. With the massive Transmission Gully motorway project to the north due to start work soon and be completed by 2020, safer and securer transport around the greater region is on the way. The War Memorial Park over the Buckle Street underpass is on track to be completed in time for Anzac Day 2015 and will be a wonderful civic amenity. And though I was disappointed to see the Basin Reserve improvements held back, I will join with my colleagues on this side of the House to ensure a pragmatic way ahead can be found. And out in the hut too, our candidates are campaigning every single waking hour to ensure the public are aware of the progress being made under the National-led government. Chris Bishop, the National candidate in Hutt South, is assiduously making huge inroads and may become a constituency MP after the election. A rather cruel wit once said that left-wing politicians and babies' nappies have one thing in common. They should both be changed regularly and for the same reason. Hutt residents deserve a fresh new representative to push their interests in this place. Sir, we are lucky on the side of the House to have a renewed team led by a Prime Minister who aspires for fairness, for prosperity and for a better life for all New Zealanders, and that is why, sir, a clear majority of New Zealanders support Team Key and will give their party vote to National this year. Thank you, sir.
Members, this debate has expired. Members, the process that we will follow for the valedictory statements is that there will be the 4 national speakers first, And following those, which the fourth of those is Shane Arden, there will be a waiata and the opportunity for congratulatory messages. Following that, we will move to Ross Robertson's maiden statement, and there will be a waiata. Valedictory. Maiden statement. Deliberate mistake. Valedictory. Valedictory along with the congratulatory messages, and following that the Honourable Tony Rolls' valedictory and the congratulatory messages. For all those giving valedictory statements, there will be a 2-minute bell before the expiry of their speeches. Members, in accordance with the determination of the Business Committee, I call on Dr Paul Hutchison to make his valedictory statement.
Tēnā koe.